Hello YouTube, welcome back to another episode of Kelly's Rambling Reviews. Today, we're going to be doing another Z-wave quick review. This will be a really short one because there's not much to these. These are, I don't know if you can read it, these are the PEQ lamp module with dimmer. I wasn't quick enough to get the on-off appliance one. These were a Slick Deals deal that popped up on my phone, and you gotta be quick, but I was able to snag two of the dimmer modules. Now, I just wanted to quickly talk about my experience with them so that if you ever have a chance to get them, you'll know. Now, these on the back, I don't know if you can make out any of that. Probably not, because it doesn't focus. I'll hold it there for 3 or 4 seconds, and it's probably not going to show. But these are Centralite, as I'm guessing the company who makes them. They say Zigbee on the back, but I don't use Zigbee. I use these with my SmartThings version 2 hub, and these are just dimmers. I'm okay with that because I power mostly lamps or lights or rope lights or whatever, so that's okay. These work great, and I believe that these are also the same ones that I've heard Samsung was like rebagging and selling them for their SmartThings platform. They're awesome. I plugged them in. I think I pushed the button once or twice. They immediately popped up on my SmartThings, and this was in the farthest area of my house, so they have great range. They dimmed well. They still have problems with the same bulbs that aren't dimmable bulbs, so if you're using bulbs that are too low in wattage and you dim, you're going to get like a flicker until it goes out. Sometimes the bulb might even stay on at like 1 watt and it's just barely lit, so make sure you use dimmable LED bulbs, which are pretty much standard now. When you go to the hardware store, you have to actually go out of your way to get non-dimmable. I do that for cheap places like out front my porch where I don't care if it dims on or off, I just want on and off, but you should be good either way. I don't think I've had any actual dimmable bulbs that have had problems with these, but just be aware if it's not a dimmable object, it might flicker as it goes out, or it might actually stay on just ever so slightly, or it might pop on and off once in a while. One of the ways I fixed that was I don't know if this is recommended. I plugged one of those white extension cables that has, plugs on the end of it. I plugged 2 LED bulbs that were 7 watts into it. Or no, I think I put one that was a 10 plus a 7, and that seemed to make the dimming and flickering go away. I guess it's just you need enough power draw for it to work okay. But other than that, these things are great. They have worked really good. I got these for 15 bucks a piece. Again, I don't know if you can see it. They're out of stock on PEQ or mypeq.com. They haven't brought them back in. So this is kind of a frivolous little review, but I like to cover all the Z-wave stuff I buy so that if you're looking on eBay and you find one, or they eventually go back in stock, or you just want to know if the brand's trustworthy, that you'll know. And these, I think these guys are. They were quick to discover. They were quick on and off. They worked every time. These were great, and for the price, fantastic. They are also pretty big, but let's see. I've got a wall wart down here. If you're gonna do this, I wouldn't plug. I think this is for one of my hard drives. External hard drives, I wouldn't plug that into a dimmable socket. I would get the appliance on off for that. But I wanted to show, just your average size wall wart, you can still reach the button. And this button on the front obviously is to turn it on or off, which is great. I think every dimmer or appliance device should have that, where if for some reason you just want to turn it off, you just walk up and push the button. But I wanted to show that, your average size isn't going to cover it. Now, if you had I don't think I have one here. Oh, I do. Look at that. Let's say you wanted to plug your Super Nintendo, or this is a regular Nintendo adapter into it. Obviously, that button's going to be a little bit tougher to... I can't quite get it with my fingernail. So yeah, if you use a big adapter like a Nintendo adapter, and I have a Super Nintendo one down here too, don't ask. It's equally the same size. You're gonna have a hard time getting that button in there. So, but it will fit. It would work. If this was the appliance on off, you could use it if, in the middle of your Super Nintendo or your kid's Super Nintendo, you wanted to turn it off from across the room and laugh at them, you could do it. I don't know what happens if you run a Nintendo into a dimmer. I wouldn't do that. I would not do that. Let me say that again. I would not do that. I think dimmers should only be used for lights. I think that's pretty much a given, but just in case you're new to this and you don't understand, that's that. So again, really good product so far. I've had no problem. It is a 3-prong. It's not a 2-prong. And it is a 3-prong on the front, which can be good or bad. If you want to run this off an extension cable somewhere, it's not so good unless you get a converter into a converter, and it's just a mess. But there's that. So they get a thumbs up from me. These are pretty good. PEQ dimmer sockets. Found them real quick. in the smartthings, operated right away with their default lighting application. You can control the dimness. I do not believe that these report usage of wattage or anything like that. Unfortunately, I don't really care, but somebody out there might. So thanks for tuning in. These are great. I'll catch you at the next review. If you have any questions, just go ahead and put them down there. No comments down there. I don't see any. You could just say this video's awesome, or just like me, thumbs up. I will try to get some more reviews posted in the coming weeks, but all this stuff I have to buy with my own money, and I don't have lots of money. So I buy stuff sparingly or when I find it very cheap. So again, thanks for tuning in, and I will catch you in the next video.